What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man Chazz Ellis once again answering the questions that you asked me. I got a good one, and it was basically asking me, how do you stay happy when you're single? And that's a good question because a lot of people kind of live in misery from relationship to relationship. Like, okay, I'm single right now. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be over here like this, man. I don't even want to go nowhere, dog. Man, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm tired of being alone. You see dudes doing that. They're like, I'm by myself. I can't deal with this no more. Or they be in denial. I like being by myself. I don't even care. I like being by myself. Okay, I don't need no man to make me happy. Then they be in the bedroom by themselves. Why am I by myself? I'm tired of this. So we want to get you to the point where you're actually happy. And when I say being happy by yourself, that doesn't mean that you stop looking for somebody, you stop trying to find love, and you just decided, okay, this is a cop-out. I'm happy by myself, so I'm making this a cop-out so I don't have to try anymore. That's not what this is about. This is about just improving yourself, improving your happiness, and your overall well-being. The first thing you want to do is handle unfinished business that you have from your old relationship to the best of your ability. That means if there's some calls that you might need to make, just to feel that you've done all you can. If there's, you need to talk to somebody, you need to do certain things, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to handle that unfinished business that you have from your relationship, it really helps you to start being single with a clean slate. Because what a lot of people are going through is they don't have anybody, but they're not single. Because they're still dating the baggage from the last relationship. You know, the baggage is just sitting here like this. You go into the movies, the baggage got its arm around you like, you still dating that baggage from your last relationship. So do your best to try to get rid of that and handle all unfinished business. Next, you want to join groups that allow you to just have fun and meet people. A lot of people try to be single, but just because you don't have a person that you're with doesn't mean you got to spend all your time by yourself. And a lot of people try to do stuff that, like, go to clubs and stuff like that. Like, okay, I'm single, so I'm going to go to clubs. Things where the main focus is really to try to find somebody. And when you don't find anybody, you become discouraged and you just want to kind of stay in the house. You're like, well, every time I go out, I don't find anybody anyway, and I just feel worse than I did before. Get some things going on in your life that don't necessarily have finding somebody as a goal. Things that better you, things that make you feel good about yourself, things that let you learn something. Join athletic clubs, like if you want to join a softball team or a bowling league or something that gets you out of the house, a book club, whatever it is that you want to do, something that gets you talking to other people and getting and building relationships with other people. That's what you want to do. Because now it's not like every time you leave the house, the goal is to find somebody. Because when it doesn't work out, then you don't want to leave the house anymore. You feel like, well, why am I leaving the house? I'm not succeeding. Next, you want to open up to new people and reconnect with old friends that are in the same position as you. A lot of times our friends that we're currently hanging out with are people from when we were in a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with staying friends with people that you were friends with when you were in a relationship. But you have to understand the fact that sometimes you're going to be the third wheel. Sometimes they're going to want to ditch you. So don't get in a situation where you're just hanging out with people who are either in a relationship or say you got kids and they don't. You know, stuff like that. So you guys don't really meet up eye to eye on those kind of things. So they're kind of like, yeah, I want to go here, I want to do this. And you're like, well, I got my kids, I can't really do that. So you're kind of left out in the cold most of the time. Try to find friends that are kind of similar to you. If you don't have children, you don't want to be friends with people who have a bunch of kids all the time. Not saying you don't want those people to be cool with you, you don't want them to be your friends, but you want to have some friends that are also just in the same boat that you're in. Okay, the next thing. Find outlets that allow you to communicate with the opposite sex. Why? Because a lot of times you sit there for years and you really don't talk to the opposite sex. So when you do get an opportunity to get back in a relationship, what happens? You don't really know how to talk to the opposite sex anymore. Also, sometimes you have that yearning to speak to somebody from the opposite sex and just kind of, even if it's just a flirting type of thing, or really if it's just a regular conversation, sometimes you just want to talk to somebody that don't got what you got. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody, even if the possibility of you having anything happen with them is so remote and so far away. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody who's not the same thing you are, who's not a female if you're a female, who's not a male if you're a male. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody of the opposite sex. So make sure you take the time out and you get the opportunity to do that. Even if it's online that you're talking to people. Even if it's a situation where, you know, you just may see some people, you go someplace where you know a lot of girls hang out. Or you go someplace where you know a lot of guys hang out. And you talk to people there. Just go places where you can have a conversation with somebody of the opposite sex. The next one. Here's the last one. Take the time to improve your stock. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. It's a lot easier to be happy when you feel like you are accomplishing something. When you feel like you're just waiting around in limbo until somebody comes along, it's harder on you. It makes you feel worse about yourself because you feel like you're wasting time. You're running out of time. You're getting older. Nothing's being accomplished. But when you're improving yourself, then you kind of feel like you're in training camp for when the big game does come. You're like, okay, right now I'm chilling, I'm having fun with my friends, and I'm just improving myself so that when I do meet the next person, they're going to be way better than the person that I have now because now my stock is improving. You know, yeah, I've been working at McDonald's for the last 5 years cleaning up the place. Well, now I'm on fries. You know, so I've improved my situation. Maybe I was weighing 600 pounds. Well, now I'm down to 497. So I'm doing a little bit better than I was before. Now my weight actually registers on the scale instead of just putting out error messages. I'm doing better. So now you're feeling good about yourself. You feel a lot better about your situation. Emotionally, you might have been where, you know, every time somebody brought up your ex, you just started crying. Now when they bring up your ex, you just shed one tear and get mad for a second and move on. You know, you're getting better. You're moving on. You're getting better. You're doing better. So I think when you do that kind of thing, when you start working on yourself, it isn't necessarily doing it for one person or to get a man or to get a girl or whatever, but you're just working on yourself so you feel like you're occupying your time and you're improving rather than just wasting time. So those are some of the things you can do to be happy while you're single. We'll go back over them for a second. Handle your unfinished business. Join some groups so you can be around some different people. Open yourself up to new people and reconnect with old people that are in the same boat. Find some outlets where you can talk to some people of the opposite sex. And also, take the time out to improve yourself. Use this as an opportunity to get better so you feel better. Once again, it's your man, Chazz Ellis. Hit me up on AskChazzEllis on Facebook. We have a lot of cool discussions there that you probably want to be a part of. Also, be looking out. Mid-April, the Chazz Ellis project is coming out. You're going to start seeing scenes from that and everything. It's going to be dope. The website is going to be up. It's going to be an opportunity for you to put stuff. It's going to be a message board type of thing. You're going to be able to see skits and stuff like that on the Chazz Ellis project website. I'm going to have blogs on there also so you can read some of the things that you don't get to see on videos necessarily. My opinion on all kinds of different topics that I don't necessarily put on this forum. It'll be pretty cool. So you guys can also give your feedback. So also, if you do know somebody who might need to see this video and you can help them out with it, make sure you share it with them. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Peace.